Hey everybody, what is up and welcome back to the channel. And I got another knife for you, review for you guys, talking too fast. I have the Gerber Principal today, and this is a knife I've had for a few years, actually several years now, and I meant to review it a couple years ago and I forgot to do it, and I ended up putting it in one of my backpacks that I keep in my truck, and it's been hanging out there for probably the past year or so. And I was going through my gear again, just checking things, replacing things, updating things that need to be replaced and renewed, and I was like, man, I need to do a review of that. So I pulled it out, figured I'd do a review for you guys, and I want to show you guys because I actually really love this knife. I love this knife. I love the I love this knife. God, I can't talk today. I love this knife, and it's a great blade, and it's super compact yet robust enough to do whatever you want. This is an amazing knife. The handle is amazing. It's got a nice I can't talk today. It's got a nice full tang spine. It's a super awesome blade. It fits great in the hand. The grip is awesome. I've got medium to large hands and it fits amazing in there. This knife is made in the USA in Portland, Oregon, and just is so well done, and is just a great all-around everyday carry or go out in the woods, do all kind of knife. 90-degree spine on it, which is awesome, and it's got an amazing sheath as well. But before we get into the whole knife and talk about the sheath thing, let's read the specs off, and then we'll get into that. We'll do a little woodworking for you guys. We'll wrap it up. I love this knife, just so you guys know. Current price is running about $70 to $74. They come in black and tan. But here's the specs for you guys. Let me read off the specs here. The blade is 3.1 inches long. This is considered a camping, bushcrafting, outdoors, hunting type knife. It's ambidextrous, of course. It's 3.7 ounces. It's a clip point. It's got a V grind. It's 7.5 inches overall, and it's made by Gerber in the USA. The other thing that they say about this knife, it says it boasts a versatile drop blade shape for superior performance in bushcrafting and camping. Outfitted with a 90-degree spine for fire striking. It's like a rubber overmolded handle, which is very comfortable. It also comes with multiple ways to mount it. You can mount it drop leg or scout mount, which drop leg is like this and scout mount would be sideways on your back, and I'll show you guys how you can do that with this right now while we're talking about it. The sheath itself is really awesome. Has really good retention. Let's talk about that first, the retention on the blade itself. If you didn't have the Velcro, which is an extra retention, which is really nice, but if you didn't have the Velcro on it, the retention on this thing is awesome. Let me hold that back right there. You can see it's not going anywhere. You can't, it holds in there really good. It's not gonna just flop out on you and drop on the ground. So that's really nice. So if you didn't want the Velcro, it's still gonna click in there, but I like the Velcro just for the extra security. And then the clip itself, the way it works, this is drop clip, but you can take this off. You can push this out like this. Let me take the blade out because it's a little bit easier to do it when I do it that way. And then you got this little clip that'll pull out like so. So you guys can see it. You can pull it out like that. Then you can take that off, and then you can mount your scout carry. Now the scout carry, you can put it wherever you want. You can put it here, you can put it here, or you can put it up here. I don't know why you put it up there, but right there is my spot for it right there. And then you just take this clip, you slide it back in the hole like this, squeeze that, you slide it back in there, and now it's locked in there. Now you're ready for scout carry. It'll do left-handed, right-handed, whichever way you want to go. And then if you don't like that and you want to switch back, again, you just push these little tabs in, you pop that out, take that off, take your clip, put it back on, stick it in there, boom. Now you're in there again, you're ready to go. Take your knife, slide it in there, and you're off to the races. That is a super awesome design. I love the fact that they did it a multi-way to where you can do different things with it. The more versatility we can get when we're getting knives, the better off we are, I think. And I love it when a company takes the time to think of that kind of versatility to do something like this where you have options. What's really nice is this knife can be mounted up here on a strap. It can be mounted to your on your appendix carry. You know, so you've got multiple different ways that you can carry this knife depending on how you prefer to carry it. And this is a great knife to just be outdoors. It's a great everyday carry knife because it's not uncomfortable to carry it here. This knife actually, before I threw it in the pack, I used to just grab this and clip it on, so I had a knife on me, like if I'm running to the store or something, if I didn't want to carry my Joker Champero, which I have most of the time, I'll just grab this. This is a great one to throw on. This is a great one. I call it, this is my out to dinner knife because it's small and compact and I can hide it, and yet it's big enough to do what I need to do if I need the out dinner knife. if you know what I mean. But this is also great for outdoor stuff. It will strike a fire steel. Let's take it out. So show you guys that it will strike a fire steel with that 9-degree spine. So you guys can see that. And you can see no problems spewing sparks at all. Getting black stuff all over my blade, but it'll wipe right off. But this thing will throw some sparks, not a problem. So that will cover it very easily when it comes to doing the spark thing. Then it'll also do your general woodworking tasks. I actually was using this for another video, so I'm gonna do a couple things here real quick and see if I can take that off. Knock that off a little bit there, so we can start over with that. There we go. Just roll that. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. So now we got a flat tip again. So we can do curls with it. Not a problem. This will do all your curly stuff that you want. And I'm not some expert curl guy, but we'll throw a few curls in there for you. It really is easy in the hands. So there you guys go. So you can do your curls just fine. If you want to do a notch, you can easily do a notch. This will do this just fine. I like to get it in there good and deep so you guys can see it. But if you were trying to do a notch for setting a trap or something, so you can easily do a nice notch with it. Curls, notches, and then if you wanted to do a spear point, you know, this thing is not going to be a problem with that. We'll just do it right here. Take this off right there. And it's just shedding chunks for that purpose. Making a stake or a spear point, you need to make a stake, something of that nature. And there you guys go. It'll do all that stuff. It's going to do every bit of that. And then you guys that like to do that reverse grip thing, you wouldn't have a problem doing that either. And it'll do those fine curls as well. If you really want to do some fine stuff, see how it just takes that off really easy. You want to do some really thin stuff, I mean, I can just make thin stuff all day long. Yeah, I'll pass that knot there. You know, I'm gonna do a bunch of little ones for you guys if they don't blow away in the wind. Let's see if I can gather a few of those up for you. Yeah, the wind's blowing my stuff away. So very fine stuff. If you need to start a fire, it'll do all that. And the other thing is with the 90-degree spine, which I do like to show people, is that these are good for scraping. That's why I like a 90-degree spine, because you're not just going to be doing fire starting. If you want to scrape bark off like this, and this will actually help you get some of that stuff off, even make more fine material for starting your fire. That 90-degree spine will just take that all off. Just like that, and now you clean that whole thing off, you got a nice smooth stick. So that's another benefit of the 90-degree spine when you have a knife like this. So, and that's why I like a 90-degree spine, because it has multiple tasks for scraping, things like that. Comes in handy with a lot of different stuff. But the Gerber Principle is a really great blade. It's not super expensive. I like the fact that it's made in America. It's made really well, it holds up really well, and just is a great knife. And I think, you know, for 70 bucks or whatever it is, it's like, I think it was 72, 73. I'll put a link down below to it. Currently the tan ones are out of stock. The only ones they have in stock are the black ones, but because I checked today, it's still a great knife. And put my glasses back on. And I could not recommend this enough. I would recommend this knife to anybody. It feels good in the hand. Like I said, I got medium to large hands, and I got plenty of real estate there for my hand to hold on to it. And it's just comfortable to do those cuts. When you're sitting here trying to do this stuff, it's very comfortable to be able to do that No problem. No problem. And that's what I like about this knife. It's small and compact, yet it's beefy enough to do those tough tasks. Now, you could baton with this if you wanted to. I don't recommend batoning. You know, I don't do batoning. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. It's dumb. I will say that. I will die on that hill. But if you want to baton with it, I'm sure you could. I don't recommend batoning, but I'm sure you could. And I'm pretty sure if you go to Gideon's Tactical, when he reviewed this knife, he actually does some batoning with it. So if you want to see somebody smash it through a log, go to his channel, watch his review, and you can see that. I won't do that with a knife. I don't do that with any knife. That's why I have axes and hatchets, and I've never needed to baton a piece of wood in my life. But that's a whole nother story that I can make videos about for days. But anyway, there you guys go. That is the Gerber principle. It's a great little knife, great outdoor knife, great all-around knife. This would be a great one to give to your kid if he's starting out and stuff. You want him to have a good solid knife. You could easily skin an animal with this all day long too. I mean, for hunting, anything, fishing, this is just a great blade. It's a great blade, and I would recommend it to anybody. Made in USA. If you guys look right there, it says Made in USA, Portland, Oregon, right there on the knife. Super cool, just well built, well done. I love it. And like I said, this one was actually in my pack in my truck. Now I switched out and put another knife in there because I actually wanted to do this review, but this is a knife that I like keeping somewhere close by all the time. If I'm not carrying it, it's in a pack that I had that I'm carrying it to use. And it's a great usable knife, and I can't say enough about it. They just make this is a really good knife, and Gerber makes pretty good stuff. I mean, some people like Gerber, some people don't. I like Gerber. I've never had an issue with any Gerber knives I've ever had, and this one I think they knocked out of the park. So I would definitely recommend it. So there you guys go, the Gerber principle. Super cool sheath it comes with as well. Check it out. Like I said, I'll put a link down below and check it out. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me if any of you guys even have one of these, if you ever tried one of these out, because I think it's a great knife. I think it's well worth a look if you're somebody that wants to add it to your collection, or somebody that wants something a little smaller that's a good everyday carry that you can throw on that has multiple options. I think the Gerber principle is actually a good one to take a look at. So check it out, see what you think. You know, I like it. That's why I have it. So anyway, there you guys go. That's all I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Questions, comments, leave them down below, and we'll see you guys on the next one.